Perfect.
Thanks guys for joining me today out of the beautiful tippy top of Florida here in the US of A. We're going to be taking off of NAS Pensacola, and I know this is a little bit different on the channel to go ahead and show you guys, but I figured this would be a perfect video to go ahead and kick off this playlist, to go ahead and show you guys. This has been a game I've been sucked into for the past 2 months now, and thank God I have found some beautiful people to be able to play it with. So we are going to be go ahead and showing off a little bit of a showcase here. This is going to be an aircraft showcase, and this is going to be stock that comes with Microsoft Flight Simulator. And today we're going to be flying off the Xbox Series S, and I believe that's going to be going for both pilots today. He'll go and correct me whenever I go and do his introduction here. But as we slowly start to pan in here, we have our different flight crews running around, make sure everything's okay. Everything's set up there. We have the beautiful yellow van that went ahead and dropped us off here, showing us off for you beautiful media folks on the channel there. But we are going to be showing off the stock A-18 that does come with Microsoft Flight Simulator. So nothing too crazy here. We have 2 different paint jobs on the outside here. So if we look at our co-pilot here, he does have the Microsoft Flight Simulator paint job on the outside, which is a bright green, and then we have the dark blue, or the light blue, excuse me, and the dark black up on the up top, and then the standard kind of gunmetal gray on the outside for the FA-18, and we will be rocking the Captain Pete Mitchell Maverick Lively. Now, Lively livery, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I always mess it up, but anyways, we're going to be moving on. This is what we're going to be doing today. Like I said, it's going to be stock, nothing too fancy about it. This isn't a mod, so if you guys are kind of curious, how do I start? If you guys are a little bit intimidated about these type of flight simulators, we'll go ahead and show you how to cold start it. This comes stock with the game, so you have to spend no money on it. You guys can just go ahead and jump in, watch this video, learn how to start it, and feel a little bit of confident in what you are doing. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and introduce myself, what my call sign is really quick. I am going to be flying the Pete Mitchell Maverick right over here. A little bit of a top version there. My call sign is going to be Sierra, nothing too fancy. We're going to be starting out right here, and our flight plan for today is we're going to be taking off out of NAS Pensacola in Florida. We're going to be moving towards the Pensacola Moving Carrier, which is a super carrier pack from, I believe it's Miltech. If you guys look them up on the marketplace in Flight Simulator, they're wonderful. They have so many carriers all throughout the globe for you guys to land on. Static, which means solid, they're not moving, and moving carriers, so you guys go and practice both different types of arrested landings, which is what we're going to be doing today to go ahead and show this off for our showcase. We can't just fly it around, do little flips and turns. We have to do aircraft carrier landings for this bad boy here. This is what she's kind of known for. She's definitely beautiful and she's capable of doing it. So without further ado, I'm Sierra, and for my co-pilot today, sir, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Peach Ranger. My call sign's Peach. I got about 120 flight hours in here. Yeah, I am flying from the with the Xbox Series S as well. Yeah.
Very nice, sir. Thank you for joining me today, Peach. I really do appreciate it. Me and Peach are one of the founding members of, hopefully, videos to come in the future of the how'd you go ahead and explain it, Peach? What squadron are we?
VMFAT. That's fixed wing Marine, just because I was in the Marine Corps. So Marine fighter attack squadron, training squadron, my bad, and whatever numbers we want it to be.
Whatever numbers we want it to be. So we went ahead and we picked 528th, and that is just because if you break it down, that is May 28th, and that's whenever we kind of gathered together here. But anyways, let's go ahead and stop the blabbering. Want to go ahead and kind of introduce the pilots we're going to go ahead and show today. So I'll go ahead and be lead captain, go ahead and explain the call outs, everything else we should do, and we'll have Peach following along behind us. Peach, what wing do you want to go ahead and take today?
I'll take the right side.
Copy that. Alrighty, sir. Are you go ahead and ready for our pre-flight?
I am ready.
Alright, copy, sir. I'm inside the cockpit. All right, so we're going to be a cold start in this bad boy. The only thing we really started from here is, I know you can't really see it there on Peach's aircraft, but we do both have our wings retracted, and that's only because sometimes whenever they go ahead and start off, they do have them retracted. So I went ahead, and if you go ahead and look on your left hand side there, zoom in for you guys, you have your battery right there. You want to flip that on. You have your battery right there, light on, and then from there you can go ahead and flip on your wings, and you can go ahead and retract them, extend them, whatever you need to do. Let's go ahead and leave them retracted until we're ready for our takeoff. Alrighty, sir, are you ready to go ahead and start since we already have our battery ready?
I am ready.
Alright, battery on. We're going to go ahead and move over to our left hand side, and we're going to flip the APU on. Go ahead and sound copy whenever you're solid to move on.
Copy that. I am ready.
Alright, copy. I have my green ready light on. We'll be moving to the left engine for a starter. Let me know when you're ready.
Left engine start.
Left engine start. And while we're doing that, we'll just go ahead and let each individual pilot go ahead and set up their heads-up display however they would like it. I know sometimes you do want to match it up. There is a certain set of a SOP, standard operating procedure, that you want to go ahead and have with the aircraft. But just for today's namesake, since we're not going over too much, we're just going to go ahead and do something simple. So from my viewpoint for your guys's, I am going to go ahead and my left-hand side, we're going to go ahead and press that menu button, our attack, pressing it one more time. And then right there on our left-hand side, we have our fuel. So on our left-hand side, our heads-up display, and I know that's not the correct terminology, but that's what we're going to go ahead and use. We will be having our fuel left-hand side, and our right-hand side will basically be almost having a heads-up display of basically what we'll be seeing in front of us. So we'll basically be seeing twice, but like I said, I'm not trying to get too into it, too crazy for you guys. We'll save that VFR and navigation and all that crazy stuff for a different video. This is all just about flight showcase. So left-hand side fuel, right-hand side heads-up display, which is the same over here. Sir, are you set on your engine?
Yes, I'm ready to start right engine.
Copy. Go ahead and let me know when you go.
Right engine start.
Thing is so tedious on Xbox. Copy. Right engine start. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about going from a mouse here and hotkeying all my stuff.
I do have a mouse and keyboard, and it is definitely being able to move around and stuff. Look around the cockpit and stuff is definitely way easier with the mouse and keyboard than it is within controller.
Do you have a lot of stuff hotkeyed?
I do, but for the F-18, I actually don't have anything that I need my keyboard for. I have all the buttons that I necessarily need for. I have those on my yoke and throttle, or if I'm flying around, I can use my real quick and flip a switch and stuff with my mouse and keyboard, or with my mouse.
I will definitely go ahead and talk with you later on whenever we do training practice with recording off. I'm definitely going to have to learn some stuff from you, dude.
Yeah, I got you.
Alrighty, we're going to have to go ahead and do a nice little look over here at the bottom left. Nothing too hard. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see on stream to be able to kind of zoom in or whatnot, but right here we're going to be looking at that little white dot. We have our RPMs, our temp, our FF, and our oil. We're going to be looking at our NAS, as I like to call her. We're not going to go ahead and break her down in any of the terminology. Like I said, not trying to break down your guys' brains too much. But basically what we're going to be looking for is that 80-80 on both sides there. For that NAS, we're going to be looking for 61 on both sides. Temp is about 286 on both sides, so not too bad, especially for start. We'll definitely be able to warm her up a little bit as we go ahead and taxi. They'll go ahead and vary. And our oil is not too bad at all. Although our recorder switch is inoperative, we're going to go ahead and just for namesake flip her on just because we are streaming live for this. So any fuck ups, anything that does happen, we'll go ahead and make sure we have it on recording. So this will be a good little test. I like to go ahead and personally look over on the right hand side, my main panel lights. I like to go ahead and turn it up to 5, even though it really doesn't matter because we're during the day. The shit really doesn't matter. Panel lighting, I like to go to about 10% during the day. Like I said, something too crazy. Inside panel lighting, I'm a sucker for green, so I go to about 25. But that's a little extreme sometimes. One last thing we're going to go ahead and do before we request for takeoff is we want to go ahead and move that nose wheel, and we click that bad boy in so we can have that nose wheel steering. Now, Peach, I believe you have nose wheel steering onto low. I have it onto high, so we'll be able to see the difference in that. But what do you say the benefits in nose wheel steering?
I do have my nose wheel on high. I normally just have my nose wheel on high when I'm taxiing, or if I'm on a carrier. Nose wheel high is mainly meant for carrier, but I use it for anytime I'm taxiing, just to make it a little tighter turns if I need to, make it easier to steer. And taxiing on a carrier, you need nose wheel steering high, just because it's a tight space. It's big. It's about the size of a football field, but that football field runs out pretty quick. And then whenever I go into about to take off, I go into just nose wheel low, nose wheel steering low, or just normal, just NWS. When I'm taking off, just I'm not freaking. If I make a small adjustment, it is just a small adjustment, and it's not something that I might not recover from.
Yeah, I definitely would not disagree with you on that at all. Now, whenever I'm going to taxi in the ground, I like to do it high, and that's just because I just have soft wrists sometimes. So that's just the way I like to do it. But I know it's just a little bit of a choppier startup, but if you guys go ahead and follow that there, you guys just, this is a simple little startup. This is just also going to be a training exercise. Wanted to go ahead as a courtesy, also record it and show off this aircraft for you guys. But now we have everything go ahead and set and ready. I will go ahead and we're going to go ahead and pop up that toolbar, and we're going to go ahead and talk to clearance. Back to ground. Alright, so that's all set up. Clearance is good. Sometimes it likes to glitch out and not set up for us. Now we're back on ground, we can go ahead and determine how we're going to go ahead and take off. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take off, and Peach, you can go ahead and correct me as well. You will also be my helpful navigator. I do believe we'll be taking off to the west, and we'll go ahead and just do a nice little left-hand bank there and just do our basic flight maneuvers to show to everybody.
I do believe it is south, where we're taking off, or yeah, what am I thinking of? The carrier is at 172 degrees, and that's south.
Copy, sir. So you want to go ahead and just do a straight takeoff, or do you want to go ahead and just do a nice little bank to the left? It's whatever you're thinking.
Which way is the...
So if we go ahead and we take off from the slight west, it'll be in front of us. So we'll taxi around sharp to the right, and we'll taxi around right back around back to the rear of us, and it'll be taken off from there, and we'll do a nice little left-hand bank as soon as we're in the air. If we taxi from the way that, or we take off from the way that you're talking about, we will taxi to a different way, I believe. But it is absolutely your call, sir. You're my navigation.
Copy that. I can't remember what runway it told me that we were going to be taking off from. I would just, when going to request taxi, I would hit request taxi, depart south. Then we would just go straight for it. It should have us take off from the taxi or the runway behind us.
All right, copy that, sir. Alright, so I hear on stream, it's probably a little bit harder for you guys to be able to actually hear those comms, so we'll go ahead and read out to you. Sherman Tower, Boeing, ASX, GS with Oscar request taxi for takeoff, south departure. Sherman Tower, go ahead and responds with Boeing SAX, GS, taxi and hold short runway 25 left via taxiway Alpha, contact tower on 120.7 when ready. Yes, I heard your last transmission. I was very dyslexic reading through for the people there. I apologize, ATC. Alrighty, sir. You went ahead and copied that?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, copy. I'll go ahead and let you take lead. You're the one that's been here in real life, sir. I'll let you go ahead and have the honors of taxiing our way over there.
Alright, starting taxi.
Go ahead and get a nice little good run up. Just playing cameraman there for a second.
I got you. Alright, and right about here is where they would extend the wings.
Copy, sir. I'm starting to taxi and moving forward right now. Sit back in her seat really
I'm gonna
quick.
go ahead and set my flaps to 50%.
You set your flaps to about 50. I set mine to about halfway. I believe that's like 30. I'll go ahead and I'll verify as soon as I'm taxiing.
Okay, it's 50 though.
Copy, okay. Alright, yeah, sure. Go ahead and drive right in front of me there, bud. We gotta love NPCs there. Slightly taxiing our way there. Going a little too fast. That's okay. Breaking some taxiing laws. That's fine. Who needs them?
I've seen them do it all the time.
So how fast do you think they actually taxi whenever you're sitting there?
I actually asked one of the pilots before, and I do believe it is under the speed limit for the taxiway for the aircraft is 30 knots. I might be wrong. It was a while ago. I don't remember 100%. But I've seen pilots do it all the time where they only have about 1,000 pounds of fuel, and they need to get to they need to park fast. So they get mad at us when we need to check their brakes and whatever, and then it's a whole thing. But I don't think they get in any trouble for it if they go over.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going just a little fast there. That's okay. 22, never hurt no one. Definitely want to go ahead and slow down there just a little bit. Just be a little bit more professional as we're gliding in. We're going to go ahead now and we're going to go ahead and extend our wings there. A nice beautiful shot of her extending out those beautiful wings.
Moving on to the runway.
Copy that, sir.
Positioned on the right side.
Copy that. Moving up. There, slightly mid. Slow down there just a little bit. There we go. Brake set. You good, sir?
I am ready.
Alrighty, sir. We're gonna go ahead and do our external picture here before takeoff, as you absolutely have to.
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
Alright, say cheese. Picture is taken. Alright, ladies and gents, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do an inside of the cockpit takeoff from right here. Alrighty, talking to ATC, go on and get in that clearance right now.
Yes, sir.
We're requesting clearance for VFR. Sherman Tower, Boeing, X-Way, fucking ASXGS, ready at runway 25 left. It is really hard to talk over these motherfuckers, but in stream, it is very, very hard to hear. You guys can read. We're going to go ahead and acknowledge them on ATC. Alright, we have ATC clearance. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the top right corner for right now. They're going to go ahead and let us know that we're probably going to disconnect from their services as soon as we get in the air. Alright, my friend, so our first cruising altitude is going to be about 7,000 feet. You copy?
Copy that.
Copy. Alrighty. I am increasing to mill power and brake. Full mill power. Pulling up on the stick. Still mill power.
Landing gear up.
Landing gear up.
Set flaps to auto.
ATC, Sherman Tower, Boeing's ASXGS frequency change. Jesus Christ, I'm starting to understand now that it's really hard to talk over when someone else fucking mentions it. Alrighty, ATC can go ahead and be popped away out of the way. We're good and gravy on that. Engine power, I'm still having to about 100%, sir. Do you have different?
I'm at 100.
Copy. I'm going to go and just keep increasing. I'm just going to keep our trajectory the way that we're going right now. So if you look, I'm going to keep referencing the compass that is on the left-hand side. So I'm going west like 252. I'm just kind of holding steady of that. Right in front of me is a little lagoon.
Copy.
Copy. As soon as we get to about altitude 700, or 7,000, excuse me, we'll go ahead and we'll level out from there.
Copy.
Copy. Approaching now. I'm leveling out. I'm pulling my engine thrust back just slightly. Where are you at, sir?
I am 6,800, 69, and 7,000. Leveling out.
Copy, we're just a little bit above 7. So our cutoff, and then we're going to be turning just to the left. I believe I'm just a little bit ahead of you. I don't see you on my visual for your gamer tag or anything right now currently. I might have to go ahead and readjust that slightly. It should be popping up However, you know
Okay.
how this game goes. But if you go to Little Lagoon, I went about 2 nautical miles or so. I'm going to do a slight turn, and I'm going to be putting the aircraft carrier right on my nose.
For that, I see you in front of me.
Copy. I do not see you on my heads-up display. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause really quick, so I'm going to be off of visual. I'm just going to go ahead and double check and make sure, yep, traffic nameplates need to be on.
Copy.
It's definitely a solid thing whenever you're flying with someone else, ladies and gents. And there is our friend right there. Alrighty, sir. I'm going to go ahead, and I see how far away you are now. I'm doing a slight rotation towards you. So I'm going to be facing
I'm pitching up.
east.
Okay, I'm going to intercept you from the left,
Copy.
and then I'll swing over to your right side.
Copy, sir. I went ahead and I adjusted my LVR is about 50%, so engines are 70. So I'm slightly just dragging here at my airspeed. I have like 390 and slowly decreasing.
Copy. I'm at, my airspeed's 244.
Copy. I'll go ahead and readjust. I'm keeping my heading of east. It's going to be about 84, 85 roughly.
Copy.
I see you right
Copy.
there. I'll let you go ahead. I'm going to keep this heading. I'll let you go ahead and practice intercept.
Copy.
See you closing it right now, about 7,045.
I do believe that's altitude, not how far away
Oh, no shit.
you
Okay.
are.
Good to know.
Are you talking? You're talking about the number under my gamer tag?
Yes, sir.
Yep, that's altitude.
Copy. Okay, I'll go ahead and try to match. There you go, bud.
Perfect.
I'm going to go ahead and put on the air brake there just for a little bit for you so you can go ahead and catch up.
And what was your heading?
My heading is going to be east, 85 on the compass.
85? Alright.
And I'm not going to move from that heading until you go and intercept me. It doesn't matter how far the carrier gets. We just want to go ahead and make sure that we're good. I'm stalling, so I'm making sure that you can go ahead and match up with me here. So
Copy.
if I'm going too fast, let me know, and I can either branch off to the left or right. I would recommend the right, so this way we're going towards the carrier more. But let me know if I need to branch off so this way you can intercept better.
Copy. Alright, I see you. Start slowing down.
Alright, sir, my airspeed is about 178 and increasing slightly. I was not trying to stall. I see you. Coming up right there on my right-hand wing.
Yes, sir.
Copy. Keeping my engines about 70%, LVR 50.
Alright. We're both a little high. I'm going back down to 7,000.
Copy, sir. You are going to be readjusting with my aircraft. I'm in flight mode.
Copy.
Do what you need to. Intercept me.
Hello. What the?
This is Sierra 1254 to base. I just want to go ahead and report a peach off of my right-hand wing.
I see you. I'm approaching. Get a little bit closer. What's your airspeed?
Negative, sir. I am in drone mode, so I cannot check on airspeed. Last time I checked, it was at my engine speed is about 50 LVR, and it should be 70 overall.
Copy. All right. While you're in drone mode, you're going up. Right now, you're at about 82,000 or 8,200.
Copy.
I'm gonna stay down.
Go ahead and readjust.
Copy.
Go ahead and doing a slight bank by accident there. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and readjust back over to the current heading of East 85. You keep your current heading there.
Copy.
You gotta love those damn controllers still having control over your flight. Alright, went ahead and recorrected East 85. Go ahead and keep her there. Alright, go ahead and tell me your altitude, sir.
I am 71,000, going down to 70 or 7,000, and I'm at 7,000 now. My airspeed is 235, slowing down. I'm gonna pick it back up a little bit.
Copy. I'm tapping air brake right now, so this way I can match you. Trying to go back down. My altitude's about 8. I don't see you whenever I'm inside the canopy here. I'll have to go ahead and see what's going on.
Copy. I'm gonna
I see you there.
catch up.
Here very shortly, we're going to have to go ahead and course correct towards the Pensacola as soon as you start to match up with me and intercept, sir.
Copy.
Go ahead and put on the air brakes a lot so we can go ahead and match up with me. You just go ahead and put the pedal to the middle, sir.
Yes, sir. Verify your heading real quick.
Copy, sir. Course correcting. It's going to be East 085.
Copy. I'm caught up hitting air brakes, slowing down.
Copy, sir. My airspeed was a little bit high there. Or my low, excuse me. I want to go ahead and try to make sure we matched up there. I'm going to go ahead and set just engines to 63 overall. And if you want to, I can go ahead and match up with you and you can be lead, or you can go ahead and match up with me, whatever you want to. Your call, sir.
Copy. I'll let you stay lead. I'm my idle speed right now. Trying to let you get back in front. I'm gonna pick up speed so I don't stall.
Copy, sir. I'm going to increase just a little bit. So overall 64% for both engines. LVR is going to be 44.
Copy my speed. I see you in front of me.
Copy. I see you creeping up right now, sir. I have a good solid heading. It's going to be slightly decreasing in altitude, but we're about 7,300.
Copy. I'm at 7,000 right now.
Copy, sir. Switching over to drone mode. Letting you go ahead and intercept.
You remember where your airspeed is?
No, but I can definitely go ahead and check it for you, sir. That's what all part of training is. Airspeed's going to be about roughly slightly increasing to about 274, 75, 76. I can go ahead and
Copy.
tip her down just a little bit more. Engines are still about 64% overall. Airspeed is slightly increasing though.
Copy.
Go ahead and pedal to the metal, my friend.
Sir. Get a little bit closer. There we go.
See you creeping up on my 6 right there.
Yep. Heading still 850 or 085?
Sir, you're gonna have to go ahead and try to correct your course with the flying aircraft in front of you. Go ahead and see how you can do now that you're pulling in. Go ahead and see if you can do this challenge here. We're slightly going down in altitude, but not too much, so it shouldn't be too crazy, but we're definitely going to have to go ahead and course correct as soon as we do this little maneuver here. See you coming in on the right-hand wing.
Copy.
Let's not go ahead and fuck up the drone footage there. See you coming in closer, sir.
Yes. What's your airspeed?
Like I said, sir, I cannot go ahead and give you a heading. You're going to have to go ahead and just hurry up.
That's right.
Right now with drone, you're going and you're matching perfectly right now.
That's about the same. About 235 or 335.
Yeah, you might want to slow down just a little bit. My drone's trying to fight you. There you go.
Oh, little lag.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can definitely feel the lag right now whenever I'm trying to record you on drone.
I was getting close and you kind of glitched away from me. Get a little closer.
Oh. There you go. Alright, we're getting lower and lower and we're getting farther and farther, sir. I'll go
Copy.
ahead and get closer.
What is...
As close as... No, go ahead and get as close as you can. Without danger close.
There we go.
There we go. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Look at us.
Perfect. Alright, I don't know if you're still on drone yet, but
yes, sir.
what is your fuel at?
I'm going to go ahead and just get a nice little last little shot of us here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, we're going to be jumping back in the cockpit here. Alrighty, I'm back manned. My fuel is about 50%. How about yours?
Copy, 64%.
Copy, sir. Alrighty, if you like to, I'll let you go ahead and start branching off. I'll let you go ahead and call out the heading towards the Pensacola moving carrier. We'll probably have a little bit more of a flight ahead of us. That's just because we wanted to go ahead and show this steady formation flight for you guys here and some nice little angle shots. But Peach, if you want to, on the right-hand wing, go ahead and call it out. I'll let you go ahead and dive, and I'll go ahead and I'll follow your lead.
Copy that. Branching off. I'm going to go to about, I think, 170 for the heading.
Copy. 5, 6, 7. Go ahead and branching off.
172 for the heading.
Copy, sir. Is that going to be south, 172?
Yes.
Copy. Are we going to be following the VFR line on the map, or are we going to be following the actual moving point?
Ooh. Moving point is 229. I'm going to go ahead, course correct to 220, 230.
Copy, sir.
Which will be west.
Yeah, I was going to say that's going to be a rough... I want to make sure we have a nice little angle of attack there. Or angle of approach. I always like to mess it up. I say angle of attack, approach.
Say again?
With AOA, angle of attack.
That's angle of attack. Yeah.
I always mess it up and say area of attack.
Oh.
Whatever. Potato, right?
True.
Alrighty, sir. I see you right there off my nose. Just barely 11 o'clock. Looks like your altitude's a little low there. What's your alt?
It is 2,400. I'm going to go back up to 7,000.
Copy, sir. I'll go ahead and match with 7,000 as soon as we get a little bit closer. Now, that pin that we do see in front of us, since it is a moving carrier, that is a rough estimate. One thing that is nice, however, with that blue dot, I know it's a little bit harder for you guys. Let me see if I can peek my nose there a little bit more into the cockpit so you guys can see that. Just off the right-hand side there of Ranger or Peach, you can go ahead and see that blue dot. Now that's the Pensacola moving carrier, the one that we're going to go ahead and land on today. And that is a rough estimate because it is a moving carrier of where you want to go ahead and try to land. Now the moving carrier probably is going to be there. However, it does give you a nice lineup of, okay, that's probably the same angle how it's sailing. So that's one of the nice benefits of having something like this. So although setting up VFR and taking your time with startup or whatnot and doing your basic flight maneuvers, it does kind of give you still a nice little rough estimate. So Peach, if you copy that, we'll go ahead and use that as just a rough estimate, kind of getting closer. As soon as we get to about 20 nautical miles away or so, we'll go ahead and start to decrease that altitude, and we'll start to do those flybys. I'll go ahead and I'll do the first arrested carrier landing, and I'll get those nice beautiful shots of you coming in and landing.
Copy that.
Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and switch up roles here. I'm going to go ahead and do some fancy stuff. I'm going to be coming in right off the back right wing of you. At least that's the plan, sir. So you're going to be go ahead and taking the lead here for just 2 seconds.
Copy.
Go ahead and just do a nice little smooth barrel roll, and as we do that, we're just going to decrease that throttle just a little bit. That's going to go ahead and we're going to cut down our altitude, and we're going to go ahead and right above us put it on that little air brake there. We'll have Ranger just slightly above us there. So as we go ahead and we come up, there he is coming in just right above our nose. We're going to go ahead and try to match them so this way we can go ahead and fly nice and upside down. And we're going to keep that upside down. He's going to go ahead and keep us heading. And as we do that, we're going to fly right past him. We're going to see him there in the canopy. We're just going to go ahead and say hello. Howdy, sir.
Hello. I see you down there.
Go ahead and just do a nice little turn. And we'll be branching off here to the... Now, like I said, this is all not regulated. This is all just me kind of showing off some fancy stuff. I'm going to be using Peach there as my center, so that's why I put him as my lead. So every time I'm going to go ahead and match up myself, it's going to be with him. He's going to go ahead and make sure the headings are correct, make sure everything is solid. He's going to show out to me anything that changes. Do a nice little 4G turn here. We hear our pilot go ahead and doing those nice little breaths in and out, squeezing that butthole, squeezing those legs. We go ahead and pushing up just a little bit more on that throttle. We're going to be increasing there. And we're going to be doing just a nice little S maneuver. And then we'll be slowing down as we're getting closer to the carrier here. And we're going to be lining back up there with Peach. So for a nice little safe S maneuver, we're going to go ahead and go up to about 10,000 feet. Sir, you can go ahead and you can either match with me in your altitude or go ahead and maintain. You just let me know after I'm done with the S maneuver. You can match me and try to do it if you like to as well.
Copy.
Alright, we're going to go and increase our altitude to about a safe 10,000. If you wanted that nice little cushion, if you're not quite sure about the maneuver that we're about to do, you can go ahead and go to about 11,000 if you would like to. But we're going to go ahead and do about 10 to 11. Either way, it doesn't matter. But with our airspeed, we're just going to go ahead.
I'm going to stay at 7,000. We are 21 knots, nautical miles away.
Copy, sir. I'll go ahead and I'll just do my nice little maneuver here. I'm going to be doing it first in third person, just showing off to the audience here. And I'll be go ahead and matching you for that final swing arounds in our approach. So we go ahead and we're just barely kissing 11. We'll go ahead and go into 11. We're going to go ahead and go into that inverted. As we go into inverted, our airspeed is about 285. We're going to decrease that throttle to about nothing. As we're inverted, we're going to go ahead and just dig that nose down in deep just nice. As we have the ground just right below us, we're going to go ahead and pull back just nice. Pulling back to almost about a 6.5G. As we go ahead and level out there, we're not going to level out perfectly. We're going to go ahead and rotate there so this way we can still decline and get that airspeed up to where we want to. Go ahead and increase her to nice fast level there. Showing off and afterburner. And that was nice.
I am course correcting to 145 degrees.
Copy that, sir. Alrighty, I'm a little bit behind you. Want to be fancy schmancy. Want to go ahead and show off there for the stream just some basic maneuvers before we landed on the carrier there. So that was an S maneuver in the first-person carrier, or the first-person canopy. Sorry about that. I got all these words jumbled and everything. I'm all scared.
I do have eyes on the carrier.
Copy, sir. I'm going to go ahead and flying in right behind you. The carrier is about 20.50 nautical miles away from me, so I'm a little bit behind you due to that maneuver, but I'll go ahead and catch up with you. Are you going to be flying... So whenever you approach, did you come around the right side and you're going to be sweeping around to the left?
Copy.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, I see you out there.
I'm 5 nautical miles away. Once I get directly over the carrier, I'm going to stay at about 7,000 feet, and I'm going to turn back around to the right.
Copy, sir. You said you're going to stay about what altitude?
7,000.
Copy. I'm going to go ahead and decrease to 7. I'm about 8 right now.
Copy.
I do have the carrier in my visual just out the left-hand side of my nose right now, about 10 o'clock or so. About 10 nautical miles away.
I'm over the carrier, starting my right-hand turn.
Copy, sir. I see the carrier right now. I'll go ahead and stay out of your air flight. Go ahead and decreasing my altitude, and I am backing off my engines. I see you right there. Go ahead and stay out of your air flight. Just do a nice little pass over you there. I see your turn that you were doing. Hopefully I can match up with you. Are you going to be turning to the south or north?
Copy. I'm at north 001 degrees.
Copy. You're going to be doing your turn to the north then, and then turn around to the east?
Yes.
Copy. Okay, I see. I'm going to go ahead and intercept you, and follow in, and then I'll go ahead and I'll take lead for that first landing.
Copy. And you're landing first, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be doing the first landing. I'm just going to go ahead and match up with you in your trajectory since you're going to be navigation for this. And then as soon as we are in that good final approach that you're feeling, I'll go ahead and I'll branch off and be lead. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and do everything in my power to make sure that you stay lead. You just let me know all your call outs.
Copy. I'm turning east 090 degrees.
Copy, sir. See you right there in front of me. Left-hand wing. Airspeed.
241.
Copy, sir. I'm going to have to go ahead and decrease just a little bit. Or, excuse me, increase.
Okay, I decreased down to 238.
Copy on 186 and inclining. I overcorrected.
Copy.
You just maintain that heading, and whenever you are good, you let me know whenever we do our bank, and whenever we're good for our final straight, I'll go ahead.
Copy.
And during that bank, I'll go ahead and I'll try to take lead there.
Copy. Now, the pattern entry is off because the pattern entry isn't moving, but the boat is. Do you want me to line you up directly behind the boat?
Yes, sir. So we're gonna go ahead the best that we can. We're not gonna line up with that blue dot. We're gonna try to line up with the boat exactly how we should be landing.
Copy. I'm gonna turn right, heading 180.
Copy.
I'm gonna decrease my speed as we go down, or as I turn.
I see you. Turning to about 180. Also trying to make sure I stay out of your flight path, sir.
Ooh. Correction on the heading. We're gonna turn 270.
Yeah, copy. I see that we're right at the angle of the boat there. Yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and recorrect there. So from here, we'll go ahead and we'll do your correction. So your correction was, what'd you say again, sir?
270.
Copy. Readjusting to 270. Leave it right there. Hopefully we can intercept. We're going real fucking slow. Bump that up. It's a little bit more fuel to kill. We'll be okay. What's your altitude, sir?
Is 4,600 decreasing. 45,000 now. Or 4,500 now.
Copy.
Alright. I'm gonna turn heading 180.
I see they're finally popping up. There you go. Slow yourself down. There you go. I see you.
Copy.
Following your lead, sir.
Heading 180.
Copy. 180. 179. Roughly.
I'm gonna stay at roughly 3,000 feet.
Copy. What's your airspeed?
Once it is 286. Okay, we're a little over 5 nautical miles away from the boat. I'm gonna turn and line up with the rear of the boat for you to land on the right side.
Copy. I see.
Heading 100. Decreasing altitude.
Copy, sir. I'll go
All
ahead
right.
and take over here from visual. Thank you.
Copy.
Go and we come in, we line ourselves up. We're going to go and angle ourselves, our head. Make sure that tail hook is down. That nice little tail hook right there at the back. Let's go and make sure that we do not die when we actually land on this beautiful carrier here. Flaps up. Flaps down, excuse me. Go ahead and put down that brake. Very soon here we'll start to call meat our ball. I always say meatball because that's what sometimes it's called, but we'll call ball. And then from there we should be able to land. Go ahead and just try to feather right before.
You're low. Rifle line up.
Right there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Way off.
Too much. Come in and there we go. Full power and brake. Stop. Alright, copy. We have a good landing. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move that tail hook out of the way. We're going to go ahead and make sure that our wings are folded in so this way we can go ahead and get ourselves out of the way. And since we do have an aircraft in the way, we want to go ahead and make sure we get our asses out of the way. And as soon as we get the other aircraft landed, we'll go ahead and show you guys around this beautiful aircraft, or this aircraft carrier here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to taxi ourselves out of the way here. We can move. What is going on? Why can we not move? Extended, retracted. Our brakes are in. There we go. Sometimes the arrested wire likes to go ahead and catch. So you just have to go ahead and fix her on that. So we're going to go ahead and just keep rotating ourselves over here, taxiing. Just a nice little turn over here. Nothing too crazy. We're going to go ahead and turn and rotate. Just right over here. Nice and easy. Unfortunately, we don't have a flight director to go ahead and lead us where to go for this one. But alright, we're going to go ahead and park right here. Not the best, not the most perfect, but we're going to go ahead for right now, shut off those batteries. We're going to go ahead and cage that throttle just really quick. So this way we can go ahead and get those engines shut off there. Nothing too crazy, and then we are going to go ahead and flip into that drone footage there so we can go in and get that nice shot of that other plane coming in. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to let that other our other flight wing there know that we are good and we're clear. So flight deck is clear, sir. Peach, you are good to go ahead and land.
Copy that. Coming in and land. About 3.6 nautical miles away. Landing gear coming down. Hook down. Gonna align myself with the runway. Go high.
Coming in.
Pick up speed.
Oh, man. We might be landing on 2 different sinks.
I think we are.
Because
We should have.
I think you're landing on a different boat there.
Yeah, I saw you. I fucked up. Yeah, I freaking went through it. It still registers as I caught it. But no, I fucked it up.
No, you are good, brother. So sometimes with this Miltech and stuff like this, so we can go ahead and we can do multiplayer sync. So I went ahead and click multiplayer sync. Let me know if that hadn't kicked in for you.
I clicked it, and it's doing its thing, and where am I at? Alright. I have multiplayer sync. I'm on the aircraft carrier in a different spot. I do not see you, though.
Yeah, that's because
you're right in front of me.
Oh, there you are. Hey, brother, you're like right in my ass.
There we go.
So, okay, what happens if you press, if you go into your controls and be ready? What happens if you press approach?
Approach, it'll take you to the approach section,
Of, like,
if
landing.
you will, of your flight. Yeah, you'll be right before you're landing.
Would you want to do that? So this way we can get a nice little video there you landing.
Yeah, I can do that right now.
All right.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yep, ready when you are. Camera's ready. Go ahead and roll, sir.
All right, approach now.
So this is actually a good little learning experience. If you guys do have this type of aircraft carrier and this type of mod or DLC here, this is something really good because you can use these type of controls, and if your guys' type of sync is off, you can use this, and then you can go ahead and get these perfect carrier landings again. Sir, go ahead and take over.
All right, coming in.
Copy, I see you. You're lined up. See you coming in. Looks like a good lineup from here.
Low, 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 low. Corrected.
Fucking.
I don't know why I'm doing a wheelie.
You're good. There you go. Go ahead and brake.
Why on earth?
The shit.
All right.
The shit that it looks like your plane is doing right now. Is your plane upside down?
It is upside down in the water right now, but I'm still connected to the hook, so I'm being drugged by the boat.
You have to absolutely love these mods, ladies and gentlemen. All right, well, if you want to, we can go ahead and do a quick little multiplayer sync and show how that is. So if you guys do have these types of issues or whatnot, we'll go ahead and we're going to click multiplayer sync. That will align us perfectly, and there won't be any issues. From here, we'll go ahead and we'll save the landing for the finale there, and we'll go ahead and show you the aircraft carrier. We're going to go ahead and taxi our way out of there, so that this way we don't have Ranger or Peach, excuse me, in our ass. We're going to go ahead and just be a nice little courtesy. Put up those tail wing. We're going to taxi our way right over here. And Peach, I'm going to go ahead and go down into the hangar just a little bit to go ahead and show them that. I'm not going to go ahead and taxi my way all the way. I'm definitely going to go ahead and take this down. While that happens, you're more than welcome to go ahead and refill your engines, do your thing, and we'll go ahead and we're going to show off the lower deck first, and we'll go and show off the upper deck and see what you are doing up here and check in with you.
Copy that.
Alrighty, well, we have that going on, so this is our aircraft carrier. So to go ahead and control this, we have our landing, so we can see our meatball and our angle of attack and everything else like that. But over here we have all of our launches, which we'll go ahead and get into that here in just a second. But over here, these up and down arrows are actually for the elevators that do operate. I'll show you right now. Very slowly but surely, they do start moving. But I figured while she starts moving down, I won't waste any time. I'll go ahead and I'll go into that beautiful drone footage here. And we'll start to see that just slowly moving down. Beautiful. We won't take all that time to watch her go down perfectly, but the camera does like to mess up there just a little bit. If you like to go in the aircraft, it likes to just pop herself up there, so we do have to wait just a little bit there. But as she starts coming down, we got a beautiful shot here at the side here. Now I believe this is the General R. Ford, I believe, aircraft carrier, or at least what it's supposed to be modeled after. If I'm incorrect, I'm not an idiot, but I do believe that that's what it's supposed to be modeled after. And like I said, for the quality what you're paying for and how many aircraft carriers this thing comes with, it is beautiful. Does what it needs to, helps you with multiplayer, syncs everything up just in case things get out of par, and it doesn't mess up your flight the way you have planned. This elevator gets closer and closer here. Hopefully we'll be able to just ride this bad boy down here. We do still have our engines on. We're only doing that for just time's sake right now. Usually you would have those off while this is going down, especially into the hangar here. As we go into creep early, we go to get that beautiful shot. The A-18 is creeping down into the bay here, but inside here we do have some static aircraft inside here, and I love how everything is modeled. Although you do have a lot of the flight crew just kind of hanging out doing what they're doing, everyone, their jackets, the crew, everything is modeled. They're all kind of hanging out doing what they're doing, making sure that everything is set up and ready for the next flight. We have all the aircraft inside here. We have people testing everything, making sure everything is solid and ready to go, and we have our nice little parking spot right here. In the back, we also have another elevator that we can go ahead, and we have multiple different parking spots that we can go from here. And we also have the back elevator that we can go ahead and load up right here. But inside, this thing is detailed to the max. So I do believe that for the first aircraft carrier pack that I bought, I'm probably going to be sticking with it for a while. But we have the elevator there. I want to go ahead and show you the functionality of that, how long it takes and everything. Although it really didn't matter, we didn't taxi inside of it. Go ahead and we're going to pop that back open again, and we're going to go ahead and put that elevator back up. It's a grueling process of it just slowly going back up there, and she just slowly lifts. We're going to go in and show off the flight deck here just slightly. So right there in the front, we have all of our different little flight crew NPCs hanging out, chilling where they should be. We have little side rails over here. One thing is I'm pretty positive it's standard on all aircraft carriers that they have the little net on the outside there, which is not displayed here, but that is okay. Oh, right there in the front. Look at her. Okay, perfect. I was just doubting her, and there she is. Another flight crew there in the front. Got our lower deck area, nothing too crazy. Looks like there's no too crazy entry ports there. Definitely start to cut in. So, but anyway, not to get in too detailed, but this is the flight deck here. We have our other flight crew deck in the back here, hanging out, just chilling, talking through some things, doing flight crew shit and whatnot. Now, I don't know if it varies, but this back here in this section I've heard is kind of like the graveyard, and kind of where they put the inoperable aircraft. That could vary depending on the aircraft and how they store their vehicles and whatnot, but that's what this area is, I do believe. Got some whites over there, purples, blues. Is that purple, blue? Who knows? I'm fucking colorblind, so it would be good for the flight crew. But that is the top deck here. Just a quick little overview of this aircraft carrier. I want to go ahead and include that in this stream because this thing's beautiful. How can I go ahead and land here and not show you guys some stuff? As we have that final elevator coming up here, we'll go ahead and we'll check in with Peach and see what he's doing over here. Peach, what do you got going on over here with your aircraft? Peach, you got your comms on, sir?
My mic was muted. I just refueled, and now ready for takeoff. If you want, I can start texting to the front left catapult.
Where are you parked right now, sir?
Right now I'm in front of, I'm off the runway to the right of the runway, and a little bit behind the frontmost elevator.
You absolutely have to love that Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, to me, you are inside of another aircraft, but go and start taxiing your way, so I'll go ahead and let you do your thing. Did you go ahead and refuel?
I did.
Okay, copy. What'd you have for fuel so I can go ahead and match you?
I had 100%.
100% copy that. I didn't know if you want to go ahead and do it lighter, since we're going to be doing one launch and one more landing, and then we'll be ending the stream. So I wasn't quite sure, but I'll go ahead and I'll match up with whatever fuel you're feeling.
Copy. I'm staying at 100.
Copy that, sir. I'll go and I'll let you taxi your way. Some nice little shots of you doing your thing.
Copy. I'm moving over. Oh.
Now, although you cannot see it from his perspective right now, whenever we do taxi ourselves and go to start for our catapult, you will see all of the other flight crew move in position, start doing all their hand gestures and everything else for taxiing, just like how he is seeing himself right now.
Launch bar down. Wings retracted or extended.
Are you lined up on your screen?
I am.
Okay, copy. On my screen, it looks like you're a little bit away from the launch bar, but if you are set and you're good to go and you're right for the catapult, then don't listen to me. I'm going to go ahead and I will be taxiing as well.
Copy.
I see you in position. I'm going to go ahead and get the flight crew set up for the right-hand side catapult.
Copy.
And we see them out there just in the distance doing their thing, ready to start taxiing us. Want to make sure that those wings are up. We're good. Don't want to get yelled at. Go ahead and increase throttle just a little bit there. A little bit more, a little bit more, stop. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to be extending down our wings. Wings are down. We're going to go ahead and make sure that that launch bar is extended, which unfortunately sometimes it doesn't animate and doesn't show on the front, which is unfortunate. But that would be right there in our front landing gear. That would be that front little stick thing that would be going down. So this way we can go ahead and get into tension. He's putting his arms out. We're going to be solid there, sir. We're going to be going ahead and we are letting Peach actually launch first here and getting a nice little shot of that. And then we will be doing a inside of the cockpit takeoff from there. So, sir, I'll let you go ahead and walk through your launch here first. We are a little bit off. I know it does look a little bit desynced. He should be lined up exactly how I am, but I guarantee you for his launch, it is exactly just like mine. Peach, go ahead and take over.
Copy that. I'm ready for takeoff. I'm going to let the yellow shirt know that I'm ready. Full throttle, full afterburner.
Copy, sir. You're set to go.
And launch.
And there she fucking goes
Landing
in
gear
the
up.
distance. Beautiful, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Alright, you want to go ahead and do your landing right now?
Me?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Sure. I'm gonna turn back around.
We'll be staying right here, chilling for our launch, so this way we can go ahead and let him do his landing.
I do see the boats. Focus down.
Go ahead and try to see
Auto.
if we can readjust this here so we can zoom in just a little bit more for you guys. Hopefully that will go ahead and give this a nice little bit of depth here. You see Peach's gamer tag slowly coming in there.
Turning around.
Going ahead of our station right now. Saying we're good. And we'll be flying into that arrested wire position. When we get that nice little run up there.
Going pretty fast.
No need to rush it. You got this.
Landing gear down. I am looking good.
Meatball isn't registering right now. Just don't listen to it. It's probably because you're still far away.
Yeah, it's not registered for me either.
Copy. Yeah, I went far up and then it disappeared right now.
Oh.
Alright, we're doing a visual, baby. I see you.
I'm fast. Alright, coming in. Perfect.
Oh, fucking look at that, dude. Great.
Oh, and then I freaking came back up.
Oh, look at you. A little fucking essay for the end there. There you go. A little wheelie.
Freaking get it back down.
Fucking ending for style points there, sir. Beautiful.
Right?
Alrighty, well, while you're taxiing, I'm going to go ahead and take off.
Copy that.
Alrighty, we're solid to go there. We're good. We're going to go ahead and we are going to make sure that our fuel is matched up with exactly what he took off with as well. So this way we have the same flight parameters. Go ahead and boost that bad boy back up to 100%. We'll be taking off a little bit heavy here, but that is okay. Flaps up. Moving in right here so you guys can see all this. Pushing that yellow check mark. Everyone's going to be pushing in position. Blast shield's going to be moving up right there in the back. Everyone's going to be doing their hand signals. Go right there. He's going to be doing his. Moving and communicating. Let us know we're good to go. Everyone's moving. Solid, solid, solid. Looks like we're getting no red flags. Alright, we're good to go. We're going to go ahead and make sure that is centered over there. I'm going to go ahead and push to full throttle, military power. Go and turn on that beautiful afterburner there. And we'll be giving them the green light. Should be popping that up for landing.
Nice.
Off we go. Beautiful. There's nothing like a carrier engine. It gets it going. It's simple. She'll get you flying if you know what you're doing, but it is so fun.
It's really nice.
Alrighty, sir. Are you clear of the runway?
I am clear of the runway.
What were you about to say?
For landing, you are going to be heavy, so you are going to need to go just a little bit faster than what you probably normally go.
Copy. That's kind of what I was thinking in my brain there.
Mm.
What was your final angle of approach there on your compass? Can you remember?
I cannot remember.
Oh, you slacker.
I know. But for reference, come in when you come in, or turn towards the back of the boat, go a little bit to the right, and then once you see the runway, try and fix yourself onto the middle of it.
Oh, okay. So I want to go ahead and land on the runway in the center of it and not die. Copy, sir.
Right.
I am definitely going to go ahead and take your advice, though, going a little bit more to the right, because in my previous flights, I've definitely undercorrected and went a little bit more to the left and did not line myself up the way I should. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that right turn there, how you were mentioning. And as I'm doing that turn, I'm going to go ahead and try to bleed off some of that air. And as I kind of have a good little angle of attack here, I'm going to go ahead and try to decrease altitude. Decrease altitude, put on that air brake there just a little bit, so this way we can decrease airspeed. And as more of an accurate reference, we can go ahead and start matching up with Peach's tag instead of the other one. So that'll go ahead and show us exactly the level that we should be at. And that should help us there just a little bit. We have a little bit of cloud coverage in front of us, nothing too big. So we go ahead and try to level out there just a little bit. We'll go ahead and put that tail hook down. Major cloud coverage in front of us. Shouldn't be anything too bad. Go ahead and put that landing brake down. Go ahead and course correct. Now we can go ahead and see the boat. Nothing too bad. Just a little bit off to our nose to the right. I'm going to course correct just a little bit. A little bit down. Going to correct our flaps. Since we are a little bit heavy, we're going to go ahead and take in that consideration and recorrection that Peach had went in and told us. So we're going to go ahead and just our airspeed just a little bit higher than what we want it to. Our landing is not the way I want it to be. That is okay. We can go ahead and recorrect the way we want to go ahead and come in. We're going to go ahead and call ball here very shortly.
Clara, you're low. Rifle lineup.
Ooh, this is so fucking scary.
See you?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a flyby there. I'm not happy with that landing. It is such a difference trying to land with a full load. I have 99 fuel. Usually I'm about real low. I come in for refuel. I'm going to go ahead and do one more flyby so That wasn't great. That was definitely a fucking wave off.
Okay. If you want, set your fuel load. You can change your fuel load to about 25%ish. If you look down at the bottom of the fuel page, there's empty fuel and or empty weight, and then the fuel / max allowable fuel. If you set that to close to 3,500, that's about what they normally land at.
That's going to be a negative, sir. I'm not going to be a bitch. I'm landing her heavy.
All right.
I got 89% fuel right now. I'm going to go ahead and
Okay.
do a nice little last approach here, and we'll go ahead and we'll end the stream there. Go ahead and do our nice little turn there.
I'm gonna go ahead and shut my engines off.
Copy, sir. Yeah, if you're chilling and you're parked, you go and do your thing, because I'm coming in for a very, very scary landing. But it is okay. We got it. Come on, baby. There we go. There you go. There you go. You just stay right where you're at. You start decreasing your
Clara,
fucking
you're
airspeed.
high and
'Cause
fast. Rifle line up.
you are too
Roger,
fucking
ball.
fast.
You're low. Rifle
And
line
now
up.
you're too fucking heavy, you fat
Way
bitch.
off.
We're fucking landing you. Land. Oh, we're not doing it.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Ooh, yep.
Hello.
So, ladies and gents, you just see me completely die on the runway of an aircraft carrier in a full tank of gas, so I'm sure that's not going to be anything bad for anyone else having to deal with this situation with 87% with fuel. So the reason I did bolter and I did fuck up that landing just as a little bit of a learning lesson was because this was one of my first times landing with full fuel tanks. Usually they're about 50% or less. I'm usually coming into the carrier with about 50, or I'm leaving it with about 70. And usually because I'm flying with lighter loads, because I'm doing a little bit more maneuvers. But today I want to go and fly a little bit of a heavier load. So little bit of a learning lesson. Definitely need to start learning those carrier landings with heavier fuel there. But yeah, we should have never landed here. But thankfully enough, as one little last tidbit there, if you go ahead and turn on modern arresters, it doesn't matter what you try to land. You could probably land one of the space shuttles here, and it will probably land as long as you touch the flight deck here. So little rough. Definitely wouldn't have survived. Definitely would have been a dead pilot here today. But you know what? That's okay. We did a good solid stream up until then. We're going to go ahead and taxi our way just slightly out of the way here if we can. Can we go ahead and turn that off? Nose wheel steering high. Thank you very much. We're going to go ahead and turn that bad boy. We start turning around here. Now this is, see, start fighting with her. This is where the quick taxi definitely comes into play. So you can't just use the nose wheel steering. You gotta press that taxi button there. And look at her, turning on the dime. Go ahead and just do a nice little taxi right back over to Peach where he's kind of hanging out there. So we'll go ahead and end the stream. So overall, go ahead and nice little flight log real quick of the stream overall is in this nice little flight showcase, the aircraft carrier here out of NAS Pensacola, Florida. God knows where the hell we are right now of how far this carrier has moved, but this carrier has been constantly moving this entire time that we've been filming this stream. But thank you guys so much for joining me and picking me and Peach as your guys' pilots today. It has meant a lot. Like I mentioned before, this is something I plan on making a lot of different videos and streams with in the future. So it is a bittersweet feeling to have this be one of the first videos in the playlist here. And we're going to go ahead and not burn anyone with our backdraft there. And our engine, we're just going to go ahead and do a nice little turn here. Go ahead and put that parking brake on. We're going to go ahead and do the simpletons shut off here for time's sake. Flip off that battery. Left and right generator. We're just going to flip those bad boys off. Who cares about shut-offs? We're going to go ahead and that throttle. He's just laughing at me over there. I can hear you. We're going to go ahead and over that throttle. Make sure that that bad boy is shut off. So for me, I have cut off. That's down. Throttle all the way back off. Press X. Make sure that the fuel cut off all the way back. And we'll slowly hear those engines slow down. Every time I go ahead and try to do this manually, it makes me look like a fucking retard, but that is okay, because we have a full fail-safe system here. And there we go, everything's shut off. Flip that bad boy off. And technically, everything should be shut off. That's shut off. That's going to be shut off.
Are your engines off?
The whole damn plane is starting back up, which now it's making me look like an idiot, because I've shut this thing off plenty of times. The APU should be off. That's off. Fuel cutoff was off as well, so that should already be good and great and grand to go. So my shit's caged back. That's good to go. Engines are still steady at 20%.
You said your throttles are
My
fuel cut off?
Yep, we're good. Alright, there we go. We're getting both engines cut off there. See? Now I'm making myself look like I'm a pilot and I don't know what I'm doing. First I mess up my landing. Now I don't know how to shut off this thing. It's a beautiful first video, right? Trust me, guys.
Yeah.
Makes me look like I just touched this game. I have about 30 hours of flight experience, so that should make you feel a little bit more comfortable in your passenger seat there. But as a little bit of an exit here, Peach, little last thoughts. Is there anything that you feel like maybe you can go ahead and train better on? Something you want to go ahead and mention about our training today? Just little last pilot thoughts here to go ahead and end on.
I definitely think the thing I freaking messed up on, I didn't hear you correctly. I didn't realize we were taking off from the carrier and then landing right back on it immediately. So the whole max fuel load, definitely on me. But other than that, I think it was fun.
I think that was absolutely fun too. That was really fucking cool. This was technically our first official training exercise all the way through that was recorded, actually practicing and learning different stuff. So you guys got to be able to experience that for the first time as well. But my only thoughts as well, I don't think you should be able to recorrect yourself and say that was bad for the fuel. Who knows if we have to carry a heavy load and that's what we have to practice that day, whatever our payload may be. I know this is a little bit different with Microsoft Flight Simulator, so we may not have some extra, ammunitions or payloads on us, but we can go and try to simulate that. So I don't think that's too bad. 100% maybe a little too crazy, but who knows, It was a nice experience. It was almost like a kind of like a landing challenge. So could have ended worse, could have ended up dying. But those are some cool, crazy flips and maneuvers that you were doing earlier, so that was good to know about the sync.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks,
that was a
guys.
tough one.
Thank you guys so much for joining us, picking us as your pilots in training here today. Peach, thank you.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this type of content, go ahead and check out the channel. We are trying to start up this Microsoft Flight Simulator playlist, so go ahead and check out some of our other content. We have some of our cargo contracts, Navy contracts, Air Force contracts, and the C-130. Check that bad boy out on the channel. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.